Good morning, and welcome to your morning cereal.
All right, good morning and welcome to Tuesday. We are now settling into this week, and good thing too, because today is National Chi Day, which is all about energy, balance, and inner harmony. So naturally, most of us will celebrate by drinking too much coffee while running off to our to-do lists and frantically trying to chip away at all those emails. At least take 10 seconds today for some deep breathing exercises. All right? Okay, the answer to yesterday's trivia question, 13,171 miles. The length of the Great Wall of China is 13,171 miles. All right, now it's time for the essential vitamins in your morning cereal. It's today's quote, and it is from wrestling legend Andre the Giant, who was born on this day in 1946, who once said, quote, "I use what God gave me," end quote. Your morning decode: you don't have to be over 7 feet tall to make a giant impression on this world. All right, well, let's go ahead and hear from the experts now. It's time to pour in our new book. We started it yesterday, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F by Mark Manson. And today we're diving into the first of many memorable subchapters. This one is entitled The Feedback Loop from Hell. All right? Manson explains that humans have an incredible talent for making themselves feel worse, about feeling bad. It sounds ridiculous, but we do it constantly. We feel anxious, then become anxious about being anxious. Then we feel sad, then we feel guilty about feeling sad. We procrastinate, then we hate ourselves for procrastinating. That emotional spiral is what Manson calls the feedback loop from hell. He writes this, quote, "The problem isn't your problems, the problem is your reaction to your problems," end quote. Now, that's a little bit of a massive shift here in perspective, right? The loop begins when we believe negative emotions are unacceptable. Modern culture has constantly pushed positivity, confidence, and happiness. So when normal human emotions show up like fear or insecurity or disappointment, we treat them like personal failures. But emotions aren't moral successes or failures. They're actually just signals. Manson argues that fighting negative emotions often strengthens them, okay? The more desperately we try to eliminate discomfort, the more attention we're giving it. And ironically, acceptance breaks the cycle. When you acknowledge, yeah, I'm kind of stressed out right now, without judging yourself for it, the emotion loses oftentimes some of its intensity. So he also points out how social media worsens the problem. Shocker, right? Everyone appears successful on social media. Everybody's attractive, they're productive, they're emotionally stable online, right? Meanwhile, regular people like us, we're sitting at our home wondering why our lives feel messy by comparison. And the truth is, everybody struggles. Manson's approach here is refreshingly grounded. He isn't saying to become negative or hopeless. He's saying to stop expecting emotional perfection, because emotional perfection doesn't exist. Growth comes from learning how to respond to discomfort, not eliminating it completely. One of the smartest ideas in this chapter is that self-awareness, it creates emotional freedom. When you notice the loop happening, you can interrupt it. So instead of spiraling deeper, you actually step outside of it, right? And sometimes that small moment of awareness, well, it can change everything. All right, here it is, your Tuesday takeaway. Stop judging yourself for normal human emotions, and you'll stop feeding the cycle that keeps them growing. All right, friends, keep your energy and your balance today. Remember, deep breaths and wax on, wax off, or whatever works for you. All right, it's time for the prize from the bottom of the cereal box. The morning cereal trivia question of the day: what is a wine expert called? All right, hey, thanks for listening to Morning Cereal today. We will see you back here tomorrow for the answer to the trivia question and for more sugar for the soul. And until then, have a fantastic day. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Morning Cereal podcast on the One Life Live It channel. You can find more episodes and videos by visiting our YouTube channel and the website at and at SeanEnglis.com, where you can also follow our other podcasts, the Mr. and Mrs. English podcast and the Life Happens podcast. In these other podcasts, we'll dive deeper into everyday issues, self-improvement and well-being, business and finance, and we welcome special guests too. So join us. It'll be a good time, I promise. Thanks again for listening. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow.